Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So on the Bitcoin chart, we are still dealing with the same pattern essentially, but Bitcoin is holding quite well. We actually have a potential small diagonal from the last low. So I'm going to take a look at that in detail and we take a look at the structure here. And yeah, I mean, overall, what this is still a structure in which we could be in this fourth wave still, which started here middle of March. So that's still one of the main wave counts I'm observing. I've changed things here in the white count a little bit. Nothing really changed, but you know, I had before this WXY structure on here. I've now changed it just to an ABC, which I kind of talked about in previous videos already. So it's like A, B, C in this A wave, then A, B with an overshooting B wave to the downside, and now a C wave rally, which could literally top at any time. But again, you know, I'm giving the bulls the benefit of the doubt as long as we're holding the relevant support levels that I show you. There's no reason to get, let's say, short-term bearish until the market tells us that support breaks and yeah, it's not broken and it's holding and everything good so far. So I'm tracking basically at the moment, you could say primarily the yellow count, but I still have it listed here as alternative, but essentially it's what I'm tracking until we break support basically. Okay, so as long as we are holding relevant support levels, I'm just going with the trend at the moment. And I think there is a decent chance to break to the upside, but I have said before, I don't like the look of the move from the 1st of May low to the upside. So I don't know exactly what this is. I'm counting that as a diagonal, but it could be an impulse. It's just very, very messy. It would only work as an impulse if I call that here a truncation, then the wave 2 would sit here, or here actually, yeah. And then we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a third, but you know, it's the micro count itself doesn't matter so much. I've got a support area on the chart. We use that, and at the moment it works well. So white count still allows for one more low basically, but it would simply take the price basically back into the main support region here. Yeah? And as long as it is in the main support region and we're holding there and we don't break below that, and the main support level that really matters is 50.7K, the 50% retracement down there. I mean, as long as that's holding everything okay. Literally, this would just be another opportunity to accumulate. Okay, I know a lot of people would panic, but this would most likely just be another opportunity to accumulate. And the fact that if this is the count, this B wave is so high, we may never really go deep into this orange support region. It is a high B wave if the white count is playing out, but that wouldn't be unusual necessarily for Bitcoin. It's not even overshooting at this stage. And we know that Bitcoin's B waves, they can roll quite high. In fact, if I measure the 100% extension level, it even takes us to 58.3K at the moment. So, you know, it might not even go to 55.4K, even though in extensions it could. But yeah, there is no point giving you a target for that until we break support. Okay, you know, because it could still move a bit higher. That would change everything. So looking at the 30-minute chart, the yellow count obviously then suggests we could have bottomed here in a larger fourth wave. Then we have a wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 to the downside. And this here would be like, I'm calling that a diagonal. It's just not entirely sure about it, but it doesn't matter so much. It also did hold the 50% fib level, so it could be an impulse to the upside. I'd rather say it's a diagonal because we can then be on the side of caution. Hold on, what is the... Okay, let me take that out. So we then saw that pullback into this support region. That's still unchanged because we haven't made a new high over the weekend. So support area is still the main, you could say the main micro support area is still between 68.9K and 64.3. As long as 64.3K is holding, there is no top. So we can still grind higher. I would prefer though, if this yellow count is really working out, that this low is holding now, the Thursday low, at 66,300 pretty much. If we then zoom in a little bit further, yeah, you can see then I'm calling that a potential 5-wave move already completed. Essentially, that's what we need to see. There's nothing more really the wave counts would reveal here. I'm going to take that trend line out, by the way. Don't need that anymore, unless it might do a retest. But there are two ways how really the micro could be counted here. Obviously, thesis is as long as the Thursday low is holding, there's absolutely no evidence a top is in place. And it should take us in this 5th wave, ideally to 76,460 or higher. So this could literally be the start. For me, that's mainly a 3-wave move up yet. So this could be a 4th now, and one more high could be a 5th. Looking at this could literally be a 4th wave in the making, basically like an A, maybe still the B unfolding and the C wave down. Let me change the color to yellow. In an alternative perspective, really just on this wave degree, we might even say that all 5 waves are completed, but it's not really reliable. I've got a 1, 2, yeah, maybe 3, 4, 5. Possible. I would explore that if this support area breaks, but for now, I'm tracking this still as a still unfolding 4th wave. And yeah, that's all you can do really. And 67,780 is really micro support, and then one more high could send us to, well, 69,900 and 70,240 basically. Yeah. 5 up. If we get these 5, then we have a clear signal that we've bottomed at least in this 4th. And then I can give you the next support. That's sort of how it's working out. In terms of support, sometimes these 4th waves, they can bottom out at the 100% extension. That's 68,630. And then we've got 68,470 just below, 68,126. So that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.